Okay, good morning. My name is Seva, and I've coached physics for 14 years, and I've competed in classic physics and PCA BBP league. And here we are today, and I want to show you how I'm eating. Not the full day eating yet, but I want to show you my breakfast. One part with my supplements. I'm going to show you what I'm taking, why I'm taking, should you take it or not. Pull you through my morning. And it's not going to be really exciting, but every morning I have is very, very repetitive, like every meal that I have. So I prefer to live in a kind of robot mode. That's why I count in my meals way before, and I already know what I'm going to eat next day and the day after next day, etc. My staple breakfast for now, for already almost 12 weeks, I'm kind of trying to get leaner and I'm cutting. So that's why my calories are very restricted, and right now I'm not competing, so I'm not trying to preserve a lot of muscles or something. So I'm kind of correct the volume of how much calories I'm eating right now, and it's pretty low. So I'm willing to sacrifice some fullness and some amount of muscles just to get leaner faster, because this wasn't like a really successful bulk period before. And I had some fuck-ups. Anyways, right now I just want to get clean. I mean, to get rid of a lot of fat that I have in my body and accumulated for this bulking season. And I'm pretty fine right now. I think I'm somewhere around maybe 10, 11-ish, 12% body fat. I want to go lower. And that's why my calories are not that high right now. So anyways, let's go to the breakfast. It's very bodybuilder-esque breakfast, you might say. This is cream of rice with protein. Why I'm doing this? First of all, because it's super easy and super fast to cook. Because usually I'm waking up pretty early, trying to get ready for the work, and I just prefer to sleep longer than decrease the amount of sleep that I sleep and just waste way more time by cooking some meals, everything. So yeah, all my meals I'm cooking, and my wife helping me with that day before. And my breakfast, I just chose it to be very quick and simple, so I could just be done with this in like 10-15 minutes and be ready to go for work. So let's start with the first thing. My breakfast, they said, isn't really very complicated. It's just cream of rice and protein. But as I said, I'm very precise with everything. I just prefer to weigh everything, even water, because I can't eyeball anything. I mean, technically I can. I just really feel uncomfortable if I eyeball anything. Let's start with water. So right now I have only 50 grams of cream of rice in the morning, so it's not really a lot. And for 150 grams of cream of rice, I usually put like from 150 to maybe 200 grams of water. And I do it on scales. Obviously you can do it without it, don't do it if you don't want. But I just feel more comfortable doing this, I don't know, I just know that the consistency of cream of rice that I got used to is kind of the same. And I'm not experimenting with different amount of water because I love exact the way how I'm cooking it. So yeah, I prefer to eat the flavored cream of rice. This one is chocolate peanut butter, and I have a lot of them. But this one is really good, and you don't need to put any sweetener on top of that. I think this already has it of some sort, just smelling it. So yeah, it just really gives you this chocolate dense flavor, and it's literally feels like I'm eating a dessert. And even if you never ever tried eating cream of rice, I really recommend you to try doing that. It's very calorie dense and it's a very easy digestible thing. And yes, you see, it's exactly 50 grams. It's really very easy digestible thing, just very tasty. I just prefer. I used to eat oatmeal before back then, and it just doesn't give you the same effect of like dessert-esque flavor. So yeah, first of all, you need to mix it really good, because if it will get stuck to the pan, it's just gonna be very bad. So anyways, we put it where it is. Put it on the top on the full power to let it boil first. And while it's cooking, I want to tell you that as I said, I really prefer, and I'm asking all my clients to do that, I prefer to weigh as much food as we can. Obviously there are different situations, people just don't want to, don't like to weigh food, everything. Obviously we can work around with some meal prep companies, etc. Obviously you need to try to find the very legit meal prep company which will give you precise macros, because I really tried with my clients a lot of different meal prep companies and not all of them were great. I mean, we're buying some of the meals, we were reweighing them, and just numbers, they just didn't make sense. They're just trying to sell you the meal plan and kind of fuck you up with the results. Anyway, so there are some of them, and if you're not willing to use a meal prep company and you want to cook it by yourself, or your wife is going to cook anything, please don't eyeball anything. I know it's kind of sounds complicated that you need to weigh things and stuff, but when you weigh it, you're really winning, because when you weigh, you know exactly how much calories you're eating, and when you know how much calories you're eating, well, you know your macros, and it's very easy to control your progress. Because if you're not doing that, progress can be just not the same as you expect. Anyways, now you already see that it's getting warmer, and if you see that some bubbles are appearing there, you need to keep mixing it, because you don't want it to be stuck to the pan or whatever. I forgot how to name this thing. Don't forget it, my English is not my first language. Also, one more tip about your meals. Your meal plan is not supposed to be like ideal. There is no like a ideal diet, like a keto diet or something. There is no like the best diet. All diets are just diets. The best diet is the diet that you can control and that you can follow precisely without walking without walking to the wrong direction. So just choose diet that works for you. Count all your meals and all your food that you're about to eat before. Like, let's say, for example, I prefer with my clients to ask them what they want to eat, what they don't want to eat, and I'm giving them exact meals and food that they prefer. And it's just easier to stick to the meal plan if you just love what you're eating, prefer what you're eating. I lost the way I was talking about, but my point is, don't try to find the best diet. There is no best diet. The best diet is the diet that you can follow. And if you'll be precise with following, you'll get a result, whatever. Just trust me. Don't try to find something special or something ideal, because it doesn't exist. Okay, let's finish with cream of rice. Because when it's already bubbling and it's already boiling, you have to be near it. So you want it to be very creamy. Oh, you see? Now you have to drop the heat here, because it's about to explode and hit you with the boiled water. So when you see it's happening, you need to be near it, like it's your favorite girlfriend, and you just doing the same movements and just not letting it get stuck to the pan, and it's almost done. When you see it's boiling like that, it means you almost got your cream of rice. Let's drop the heat even more, but we're almost done. So look, the consistency is really creamy. So that's what you want to get from the cream of rice. And you see this brown-esque color just because it's a chocolate there. I think we're almost done. We can let it be here a little bit longer, but it's not really necessary. Okay, here it is. Gently put it in a plate. We don't want to miss any extra gram that we have there, because we are hungry and we want to get everything from it. Gotta be that. It's really good. I know it might doesn't look that it's very tasty, but trust me, it's amazing. It's like very hot chocolate cake or something. I let it get colder, and while we're cooling it down, let's get to the supplements. Okay, done with the cream of rice right now. We let it cool down a little bit and making it in a shaker with water. I'll tell you a little bit more about diets. If you're thinking about what diet you want to choose, etc., as I already told you, it should be a diet that you can easily adhere to, but the main priority is just to keep this diet longer. That's why I don't like when you call it diet, because like when you're saying diet, it sounds like it's something short term. When you're trying to change our body and transform, it's about changing your lifestyle. So you're not going to the diet for some period of time. You're just trying to find the products that are aligned with your goals, and you just are ready to keep this diet for a really long time, like not like a month or 2 or 3, for years. But that's why it's very important to choose the products that are very kind of easy for you to eat, that you like to eat them. Obviously, especially if you never been in a diet, it's hard. It might be hard for you to just eat another greasy food that you got used to and some sandwiches and etc. But like, if you're watching this video and probably you already experiencing some problems with your look, maybe extra body fat, etc., and you just need to know that the way you look right now, it's the cause of your food you're eating or the diet that you had already. So it's a sign to change something, and not all the change is pleasant. But anyways, you can get used to everything. As I said, even cream rice, which is not the tastiest thing ever, you could find the really good things with flavored cream of rice, etc. So you always can find a food that can work for you. There is no like golden breakfast or something, meal 2, meal 3, meal 4. You just need to find the food that really works for you and just be able to keep it for a long time. Okay. For the protein, it's very easy. As I said, obviously we can make it fancy and make it somewhere in a NutriBullet that I have here. But usually when I'm getting ready for the work and I'm making my breakfast, my family still sleeps. So it's just very early. So I'm just trying to keep myself pretty quiet. And that's why I'm just mixing it in a shaker, because it's just easier. And I'm trying to keep silence in the morning, so nobody would get disturbed. So yeah, with this cream of rice, I put usually 50 grams of protein powder. I don't know how much of protein is it. So you see, 1 scoop is 25 grams, so it's somewhere approximately near around 2 scoops. So it's almost 50 grams of protein with cream of rice. And I just mix it with the water. You can definitely use like almond milk or something. As I said, you can put whatever you want to your diet. I just prefer to keep my calories low and pretty digestible, because I just want to eat it fast. As I said, get ready for work. And protein shake with water, it just gives you this immediate protein digestion super quick, and you're ready for meal 2 if you want. But again, as I said, if you have more time, just use almond milk. You can use some fruits or whatever, and you can make even the protein shake very, very tasty and flavorful. But it just depends on how much time you have and just how much more effort you want to put on it. I just don't want to put any effort. That's why I just water and protein. It doesn't matter how long you shake, it's never shaked enough. So yeah, let's put it near the cream of rice and let it sip. Okay, so now let's go with supplements. And before I start, it's a lot of supplements, but it's for me. Yeah, you probably don't need that much, and you should decide what supplements you need according to your blood test, your blood panel, and according to your needs. So I'm just showing you mine, so you can just see some perspective of it. And this is the whole stock of them, and yeah, that's kind of a lot. And let me walk you through this. So the first thing, what I'm grabbing first, that goes first. The first thing is electrolytes. I prefer not to drink powder, but just to take pills. It's just easier, and the flavor of powder is not really great. And that was the first one. Another one, it's just a complex for kidneys, and yeah, I'm just eating a lot of protein, we're working out a lot, and our body just processing a lot of protein in our body. Our kidneys like filtering on a max level, all the volume is cranked up there, so we need to help our kidneys if we are working out consistently and eating a lot of protein. So that's why I prefer to take care of my kidneys. It has like a lot of things inside, and I tried a lot of different things for kidneys, and I'm watching my blood test almost every month. And exactly this one, I'm not going to promote it because they're not sponsoring me, but you just can get any. It's just a kidney supplement. I recommend you to take it if you are also trying to be an athlete and eating a lot of protein. Anyways, after that goes omega-3. It's the most important thing you can take. It doesn't matter you're a woman, you're a man, your gender, whoever you are. if working out, not working out, it's just super important. It gives you a lot of benefits for your skin, for your hair, for whatever. And the most important part, don't forget that this thing is really can fix your lipid panel if you have some problems there. But the most important part when you take an omega-3, you need to turn it around and to look up how much of EPA and DHA they have per capsule. So it's not about just how many fat oil there in a capsule, because usually just 1 gram capsule, but it does mean that it's 1 gram of omega-3 in a capsule. So for example here, that's why it calls ultra, so it's a very concentrated thing. It has per 1 capsule, so it has 500 milligrams of EPA and 250 milligrams of DHA, so it's 750 milligrams of total of them in 1 capsule. So this summary of EPA and DHA, it's exactly omega-3. So you want to keep your omega-3 consumption from 2 to almost 6 grams, depends on the lipid panel. For example, I have a lot of clients who had a really screwed lipid panel, and I just cranked the volume here with the omega for them. We were taking almost up to 6 grams a day, and LDL going down really quick and quick and effective, and your HDL goes up, so your lipids are really improving. So that's why I think it's the #1 supplement for anyone, and I'm taking 3 in the morning. Okay, next one is NAC. It's anti-inflammatory thing, and it helps a lot with the liver. As I said, if you're working out a lot, you probably your ALT and AST a little bit elevated. It's fine, don't be scared, because when you're working out, your muscles are breaking down, and all the proteins, they're going also through the liver. And if you're doing the blood test of like the first or second day after the workout, your ALT and AST could be a little bit elevated. It's not the end of the world, it's just showing you that you're working out. But anyways, NAC helps you a lot with that. It drops your ALT and AST and keeps you, and it's also anti-inflammatory. It helps you a lot just to go through the workouts and recovery. The next one is magnesium malate. I'm taking 2 different magnesiums, glycine before bed and malate in the morning. I just really think that magnesium is really important for everything, and a lot of people, they just lack in a lot of magnesium, so just make sure that you're taking enough of it. How should you understand how much is enough? So the test is very easy, a little bit greasy too. So you just start with some dose, and you're trying to escalate it from day to day, and if you move the needle up and you started to have a diarrhea, so it's too much of magnesium for you, just make a step back, and this the amount of pills and milligrams that you're supposed to take. For me, it's 2000 milligrams of magnesium malate in the morning, and it's 1500 milligrams of magnesium glycine before bed. It might be too much for you, and it probably is, but figure out, because everyone is lacking magnesium, just trust me, and it's very important, especially if I'm at 100. Okay, next one is vitamin B. I mean, it's just vitamin B. It gives a lot. If you don't know what it does, I don't want to waste a lot of your time. Just go to Google or ChatGPT or whatever, and just ask. But it's a really good thing, and I'm taking this consistently. Vitamin B is always here all the time. Next one is nattokinase, and why I'm taking that, it's the main benefit of nattokinase. Makes your blood less thick. It decreases your hematocrit. It's very important if you're in TRT or HRT, taking testosterone, maybe you're in a steroid cycle or whatever. Even in TRT, when you're taking just testosterone, usually your hematocrit goes up. So yeah, like I said, nattokinase is very important if your blood is very thick, and it's probably is getting thicker if you're on some kind of TRT or HRT, and it's one of the most important supplements in that case, because it really drops the hematocrit down. And I mean, obviously need on top of that drink a lot of water, etc. But it just usually when you're on some kind of TRT or HRT, you just have to go and donate blood from time to time, because the hematocrit goes too high and your blood gets thicker. And this thing it's not gonna make your blood thinner, but it will let you donate blood more rarely. And yeah, that's why I just keep it there. I usually take 2 of them. It's 4,000 FUs. It might be too much for you. You need to decide it according to your blood test, but just keep in mind that's gonna help you. Another one that's just aspirin. I'm taking just baby aspirin, 80 milligrams once a day. That's for the same thing, because when you're taking testosterone and I'm on some kind of TRT, I just prefer to save the kind of extra safe button for myself, because it also helps you with your blood thickness. It's just very small dose. Don't take it too much, and just in case if you're taking TRT, just my recommendation. Vitamin C, obviously nothing to talk about here. It's just your immune system, your health. I'm just taking 1,000 milligrams in the morning and 1,000 milligrams before bed. Really good thing. Just keep it there, and just staple thing. I'm just experimenting with that. It's something for the thyroids. I will tell results as soon as I'll get the results, because why I started to take it, because I'm in caloric deficit for already like 12 weeks. And usually when you're in caloric deficit for a long period of time, your thyroid function goes down, your TSH goes up, and because your body's adapting and kind of slowing down. And it's just a really good idea just to try to supplement your thyroid, just to help your thyroid to work better. And I'm trying this one. It has some extra things there, and we'll see how it works. I started to take it 1 month ago. And just vitamin D, just to finish up. It's 10,000 IUs, so I'm taking every other day, so it's like 5,000 IUs a day. And don't take it too much, but you have to take it, because you need to keep your vitamin D in your blood test somewhere around 50 to 70. It's a really good spot for your bone density, etc. And after that, I just have my medical stuff. Here is just on you. You should not copy that. But what I'm taking from here, it's only one thing. It's telmisartan. It's blood pressure medication. For some reason, I'm coaching a lot of people, and for some reason, most of them, they never ever measure their blood pressure. They don't even have blood pressure monitor at home. And a lot of them are struggling from the headaches and whatever. And I'm telling to everyone, and I'm telling to you, please buy a blood pressure monitor to your house and just measure your blood pressure from time to time, just to see where are you. Because unfortunately, a lot of people have high blood pressure, and mine is kind of genetics. I have my blood pressure high from my like 18 years old. And that's why I have to take blood pressure medication every morning, and just check, buy blood pressure monitor, check your blood pressure, and if you need it, please take care of it, because the blood pressure is a silent killer. And you need to make yourself healthy and live longer, right? Okay, done with supplements. This is my breakfast. Seems like not a lot, but this is 50 grams of cream rice and 50 grams of protein powder. All what you need to start the day, especially if you're gonna eat in a rush. And just also wanted to add, according to everything that I have with my clients, the most common mistake that I have with my clients, that people, they're just not staying alone on a diet, not because the diet is not ideal or something, because people are just eager to get results tomorrow, and they want to cut everything. They don't want to eat another food. They just let me eat less, let me eat less of this, less of that. So they're just making their diet not sustainable, and they sitting on it for like a couple of weeks, and after that they just crushing and going somewhere, eat some fucking donuts or cookies or whatever. So this is the main problem, and that's why my recommendation, as I already told you, find a diet that you can adhere to. Don't be crazy with all this like crazy stuff from internet with like keto diets or like carnivore diets or any other bullshit. Just choose the products you like, put them in an app, count all your macros, and just try to keep it the same and keep it simple. It's very easy because it's very simple, but it's very hard because you need to do monotonous, repetitive things from day to day. But unfortunately, that's how you get your results. You're doing the same thing every day to see the outcome. So try to stay on a diet, try to choose a diet that you like, and trust me, it will give you a result you want. You just need to be patient and need to be smart and mindful. So yeah, I'll try to enjoy your meal, and I hope you'll enjoy yours. Bye.